Hi everybody, my name is Eli.
I'm Jason.
I'm Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
And we're the YHWH Torah YouTube channel.
And it is a preparation day.
Yay! All right, and tomorrow's the Shabbat.
Yay!
All right, well that's good. 2 drum rolls right in a row. It is a 10th month on our Creator's calendar. It is the 6th day on His day. It is the 6th day of this week. It's the 6th day of this month. It is the 30th day on the Gregorian Satanic calendar. It is, and tomorrow is Shabbat. Finally, we made it. And I guess that is it. This is the last, I guess Shabbat is the last day of the Gregorian calendar year, 31st. That doesn't mean anything to us because we don't do any of that stuff, but they always do crazy stuff in North America, right? They always have they drop the ball in New York and all this kind of stuff. At least they did for all the years I was growing up. And I always thought it was great until I figured out it was all satanic. And then, it's the entire system is satanic. So if we're out there celebrating New Year's on New Year's that are not our Creator's, then we've gone awry again and fouled everything up. So, gentlemen, what do you got? Anything interesting going on?
We are going to try and plow. Now it is dry season.
It is, yes. We're going to go and get hurt. So tomorrow we will all be very hurt. We have a little handheld plowing device, and we are going to hurt ourselves today. And so hopefully it won't be too badly. But that's what men do. Anything else you guys got going on?
I think that's it for
It's
today.
just preparation day, just normal getting ready, cooking, cleaning, whatever needs to be done, alongside plowing and trying to sow some seed.
Sow some seed. All right, well, let's get going. This is the wisdom of Solomon, and let's see what Solomon says. Chapter 10. She preserved the first formed father of the world, who was created alone, and brought him out from his fall, and gave him power to rule all creatures. All right, that threw me off when I was reading that first.
Yeah.
What is he saying with this?
You're talking about Adam.
Okay, so she preserved. So right out of the gate, I guess if those who don't know, we're talking about wisdom, and wisdom is a she. It's a female spirit, and so there's a lot of female spirits that we know of, but for whatever reason, she is a female spirit, and so when she's talking about she preserved the first formed father of the world that was created alone and brought him out of his fall. What do we have? What do we make of that? Did wisdom or Yah, or how did wisdom save Adam from his fall?
It probably kept him doing certain things, but he still ate the tree. So
Still ate the tree, but I mean he was pretty much a babe as far as human time.
He's like a giant toddler. He's like a giant 3-year-old or something.
Even that, they wouldn't have the experience of toddlers and things of that nature, and so it's even probably in a worse state. Okay, 3. But when the unrighteous went away from her in his wrath, he also perished in the fury with which he murdered his brother, for whose cause the earth being drowned with the flood, wisdom again preserved it, and directed the course of righteous within a piece of wood of little value. Okay, so this is very interesting, right? Solomon thinks that the ark had little value, wood of little value. This is a sovereign, though. His life is gold and silver and bronze and all this other stuff.
it's just to him, it's just wood, but to everyone else, it was survival.
It was life. I mean, that ark is like absolute life. It is a miracle of not just preservation of life, but the miracle of our Creator trying to cling these lands and trying to save us from the evil that was on it.
But if you asked Noah what that was worth, he would probably tell you his entire life.
Everything, absolutely everything. And I bet they had a few memoirs from the ark that they took with them as well. I'm
Do
sure.
you think they lived in the ark for a while? You think they just went back and slept in the ark?
I would imagine. I don't know. You would know. Noah's probably a tough dude, right? He's an outside dude. He's not going to be a girly man that lives inside of normal dudes that are dwelling these days. So I don't know where it landed. We know it was supposedly on Mount Ararat, and supposedly it's really high. If it wasn't up really high, people would have already, they claim they found it, and they claim they find pieces of it. I don't know if that's even true at all, if they ever found it. But if he's going to stay up there, he would be up really high, and so he would be up in the mountains. And so if he wanted to go back to his house, he'd climb up the mountain to do it. So more than likely, he got everything out of there and moved down. Maybe he stayed in for a few days. I have no idea. Those are excellent questions to ask. Okay, where are we at here? We have dogs that are being
5.
very bad. And the nations being confounded in their wicked conspiracy, she found out the righteous and preserved him blameless before Elohim, and kept him strong despite his tender compassion toward his son. Okay, what are we talking about there?
So we went from Adam to Cain to Noah, and now I'm not sure who we're
I
talking
think
about.
this is Abraham and his son. When he has to kill his son.
It says more, I guess in the Sefer, it says more of the nations in their wicked conspiracy being confounded. She found out the righteous and preserved him blameless unto Elohim, and kept him strong against his tender compassion toward his son.
Yeah, this has to be Abraham when he kept his faith to sacrifice his son.
Yep. Okay, 6. When the wicked perished, she delivered the righteous man, who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities. Okay?
That is Lot.
That is Lot, yeah. And when the wicked perished, she delivered the righteous man. Now, we don't know if Lot, I don't know if Lot was righteous, man. Lot was...
He was blessed because Abraham, he basically got whatever Abraham off of what Abraham got. So
same for Esau. Esau ended up with all of his stuff because of his dad's and forefathers, the love that not Messiah, but Father has towards all of them. Okay, so let's continue on as I get my legs cut up here. Of whose wickedness the smoking wasteland is a witness even to this day, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving being. Now, I do know that they have found Sodom and Gomorrah. So they have found the wasteland of Sodom and Gomorrah, and it literally is what they said it was. It was brimstone, right? They found where it used to be, and that is I don't know about this pillar of salt, if that's still hanging out or not. I'm sure the cows probably have that licked down by now. Okay, 8. For not regarding wisdom, they not only received this evil, that they did not know that was... Sorry, guys. PDF's a little... Oops, sorry. I went to the wrong side. 10. Where are we at? Eli?
You're at the top right. You need to go up.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just getting my legs just cut up here. It's going to be bleeding by the time I'm done.
I'm trying to pet him.
I know. It's just going to be bleeding. Okay. What was the last thing that we read? Now I'm confused.
We just did 7 for the unbelieving and the pillar of salt.
Yeah, so 10. So... for not regarding wisdom, they not only received this evil, they did not know that which was good, but also left behind them a remembrance to the world of their foolishness, so that the matters in which they sinned could not so much as be hidden. But wisdom delivered those who attended to her from pain. When the righteous fled from his brother's wrath, she guided him in right paths. Eli, you did it. You did it to us, bro. But you know what? I did it the other day. I figured out how to do it.
Wait, is it click white?
No.
It's the X.
It's not the X. The X didn't do it before. Okay, that was actually an accident. I got that off. But I knew another way. Okay, but wisdom delivered those who attended to her from pain. When the righteous fled from his brother's wrath, she guided him in right paths. Okay, who are we talking about here?
Jacob.
Yep. Showed him the reign of Elohim and gave him knowledge of Kodesh matters. Made him wealthy in his travels, and multiplied the fruit of his labors. In the covetousness of those who oppressed him, she stood by him, and made him wealthy. She defended him from his enemies, and kept him safe from those that lay in wait. And in every conflict she gave him the deliverance, that he might know that good is stronger than all. Okay, is this our Creator, or is this wisdom? I mean, who gets the credit for keeping Jacob safe and for doing all of this?
Probably Yah.
It is his spirit, right? And so Solomon gives a tremendous amount of credit to wisdom, right? And so how did wisdom defend him from his enemies and keep him safe from those that lay in wait?
It probably gave him the right decisions to make when he was wandering around.
Yeah, it gave him the right times, the right things to do, and basically when he was fleecing Laban, I'm not really fleecing him. It was the other way around, but it was two fleecers trying to fleece each other. And I don't think Yaakov's even a fleecer. I mean, he did his thing, but at the end, he turned it into a fleecing because somehow he was able to get offspring with the spots that became his.
They didn't want to have like 5 animals left, and somehow Yaakov had them all.
Yeah, and he figured out some weird breeding thing where you breed them under sticks in the water or something, and they turn out speckled or something of the sort. So he figured out, and that was probably wisdom that did all of that. Okay. 13. When the righteous was sold, she did not forsake him, but delivered him from sin. She went down with him into the pit. Who are we talking about?
Joseph.
Yep. And did not leave him in chains till she brought him the scepter of reign and power against those who oppressed him. As for those who had accused him, she showed them to be liars and gave him everlasting esteem. She delivered the righteous people and blameless seed from the nation that oppressed them. She entered into the being of the servant of Yahuwah and withstood awesome sovereigns with wonders and signs, rendered to the righteous a reward for their labors, guided them in a marvelous way, and was a cover unto them by day and a light by stars in the nighttime, brought them through the sea of reeds and led them through waters. But she drowned their enemies and threw them up from the depth of the sea. Therefore, the righteous plundered the wicked and praised your Kodesh name, O Yahuwah, and with one accord exalted your hand that fought for them. For wisdom opened the mouth of the dumb and made learned the tongues of those who could not speak. Okay, so Solomon credits wisdom for pretty much everything. Is this wisdom, or is this Yah, or is this both, or is
I would say
this...
wisdom probably has a little bit to do with it, but definitely Joseph, because he was very smart and very wise in all his stuff he was doing.
Yeah, if we take what Solomon says, wisdom is credit for absolutely everything, right? I mean, we just did one entire thing here, and it was all about the goodness of wisdom and how it, he even says at the end, he says, for wisdom opened the mouth of the dumb and made the tongues of them that cannot speak eloquent. Yeah, and I mean, that's something that we have been told, right? If we are ever taken into custody or something, don't worry about what you're going to say for the Ruach HaKodesh, which is another spirit. We'll tell you what to say. And so there's a lot of spirits, a lot of this, but it's all at the end of the day, it's all the hand of Yahuwah. If you love wisdom, that means you love Yahuwah, because wisdom is part of Yahuwah. It is Yah. It's his creation. Everything is his. And so when we love wisdom, we're going to love righteousness. When we love righteousness, we would, by default, love the Torah. If you do not love the Torah, if you have taken the Torah and you put it on the cross and you don't think it applies to you, you are not going to be righteous. You will not find the kingdom. You will not find anything other than the world, because the world loves sin and the world exalts in sin, and the world is nothing but a sick sin magnet. And the only way that we have out of this is with the faith of our Messiah and the Torah. And if you don't have both, you're missing half of it. If you only have Messiah Yahushua, who is Jesus with that's who you call Jesus, but it is like Joshua with a Y. If that's all you have, that's not going to be enough. If that's all you have on your deathbed, that might be enough. But if you are living this life and you raise your hand and you want to choose our Messiah, but yet you are still living in sin, then you are not choosing our Messiah, because our Messiah came, and he didn't come to be a sin card. He came to be a way that we are able to absolve the sins that we have, so that we can try to attempt to walk in righteousness. And we're never going to get this right. We're never going to walk in perfection. We're never going to be like Messiah Yahushua, but we can absolutely try. And if you don't try, then you've just given up. And if you just gave up, then your daddy is Ha-Satan, and he owns you and he controls you. So it's a fight that we need to continue on every single day, every week, every month, every year. And we have to be devoted to Yah in every way. And if we are not devoted to Yah, we're going to slip, we're going to fall, and then it's going to be a bad judgment. So that's what we're trying to prevent. Okay, guys, tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, is Shabbat service live. Every Wednesday night is the Ecclesia Live. And we are at the Ecclesia at, I think, around 7 o'clock our time. We don't know what time that is your guys' time, but it will be the same time every single week. So if you can get that dialed into your time, we will be there. We would love to have you at both places. Y'all willing, the channels will still be up here. We are always under total assault from the Hallelujah Scriptures grifters. And so we never know when the channel is going to be here or not. But for right now, our Creator has protected these channels and has let the word go out as well as the scriptures. And one final thing, I would like to invite anybody who has not seen any of the downloads at all, if you guys can take a quick look over here at Yahoo and the Torah, we've revamped the library. And so this library is really super cool now. You have English on the left and you have Español on the right. And we have some very, very good stuff. If you have not downloaded the Torah Commands book, I would definitely download that. I don't know if it's completely proper. We're going to be doing another segment in about 30 days. We're going to be going over our commandment list versus their commandment list in this book. And we're going to see if we got it right or if they got it right or if we both got it right or we both got it wrong. And so we will go over that and adjust our commandments on our website and get that. There's also some really, really good books. There's also at the bottom of this something you guys may always want, which is a thesaurus. It's like a scripture topic index book right here. It's a big download, and there's links that are clickable across the top. And you basically, it covers every topic there is out there, and it gives you scriptures and various things. So take a look at that. And with that, we will wish you guys goodbye. Much love. We will see you guys tomorrow.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.